Why do you have me out of my God-given bed today?
Well, look, let me set up and make sure that we are on Instagram first.
I know we live right now on YouTube.
Because Instagram, okay, hold on, give me a second. We can,
Tokens and keys and things.
let me make sure my QR code worked too. Hold on, before I start making announcements.
Why did you get me out of my bed for today's topic? Yo, you quit.
Okay, it works. It still works.
Oh,
All right, all right, all right. Okay, hold on. Let me do a dual screen.
mm,
Okay, look, I'm getting it. I'm doing good
mm,
today.
mm-hmm.
Where we at?
We gonna see these comments.
Oh, let me put them up. Dag on it. Um,
Woke
comment.
me out of
Yep.
my
Can you see? Can you see the
bed.
comments?
I'm sure they coming. My screen is doing this thing again.
All right. So before we start and before you have a heart attack over there, let me give some shout outs real quick. And
Before I have a heart attack.
yeah,
Whoa.
so let me explain what the QR code is. Give it a second for people to come in and also start announcing and giving shout outs to certain people. Um, I want to go back. I I hate when I'm trying to do 50 million things at one time, but um I want to at least try to shout out and talk about this Momentum Love at Paradise event that I will be hosting. You're supposed to be hosting it too, but yeah.
Listen to me. There was a world that you would have told me this months in advance. And we don't live in that world.
We don't.
So unfortunately, I would not be making it to Jacksonville, my dude.
So I want to in the beginning also give a shout out to uh first I want to correct, and when I was on there, I had so much going on. I want to give a shout out to T Roy. As I was saying, hopefully we can actually get on the show. He was talking about actually doing an interview, talking about relationships and stuff, and that's how we ended up connecting. And that's again how we got back here to disaster dating, because T Roy was saying that I need to stick with what I know, even though the Gemini in me does not want to stick with what I know. Also, I want to talk about the people that will be at the event on Saturday, this Saturday, July 18th, from 1 to 4, Momentum um, group that I am a part of,
Okay.
coming in as Natasha Renee as part of the Disaster Dating podcast. The Momentum group, they are hosting their first Love at Paradise mixer. So how this mixer works is the people that are coming in, everybody's going to have a wristband. So it's good about these situationships. So people who have a red wristband, that means that they are not trying to mingle, they're just trying to network and enjoy themselves. People with the yellow wristband are unsure. They don't know if they want to mingle or they don't know if they want to just chill. And people with the green wristband is single and ready to mingle. Also, you guys, if we have a connection at the event, we are going to pay for you guys to go on a date.
What kind of date?
So I don't know. It's we giving some money away. Good money. Look, I don't
Good
know.
money. You know how much a date costs right
That's why I was
now?
about to say put half on your date.
Nah. Baby, you can't get cheese on this one.
You
So
can make it
sorry.
to the Cheesecake Factory. But no, we given a large amount
Yeah,
for
if
the
this
date.
was 2008, yeah, sure.
No, we are
Hmm.
giving a large amount on a date. I mean, because we are considering drinks and food like that. But also the people who aren't trying to mingle.
What's the bougie steakhouse in Jacksonville?
You got the roof Chris. I don't know. I don't even eat steak. Look, I'm sitting here trying to to figure this out. I don't know.
I got you, my
But
bad.
you know what? I will be asking DJ Guru, who will be DJing and will be my, my co-host, since Antoine won't be there.
Yeah, this you
And
gotta get past this trauma, yo. I wanted to be there. You didn't make that
it
easy.
was literally last minute when I found out.
No, that's not how I do business.
So
That's how I do fuckery. That's not how I do business.
no, I know that, but there will be future events, so we will know ahead of time for those future events.
But I hope so.
But for the people who aren't trying to mingle, we are going to give a gift card for you guys to come back to Paradise Lounge and enjoy the night on us. I
Mm.
don't know if you can get some hookah, but you can definitely get a meal and some drinks. So
Some lemon pepper wings wet.
they
We get some lemon
got some
pepper.
good salmon and shrimp. They had a whole like pineapple bowl. They have a good menu,
I know
but
Atlantic
but
salmon
but
when I
but
taste it.
but listen. We actually will be having a food truck out there. So the food truck that we will have out there, and let me make sure that I get all the correct information when giving this information. That's why I have my phone right now, so I can make sure I don't mess things up like
Word.
I did last time. So we
Wow.
have Kelly's Classic Cuisine.
Kelly's
So
classic. What she make? What's her genre?
he.
I'm
So
sorry.
you want I can read off. He specialized and created a menu just for the event. So as we're waiting for people, I can give you a little bit of what's on there.
Nah, leave them in. Leave them something to thirst for. Just know
Well,
it's gonna be some
it's
curated
gonna be some
meals.
oxtail and some salmon, things like that. Wings.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't, I'm not the
Again,
best
just
person to
tell
guess
them that
on
there's gonna be a
menu.
dope food truck. He got some things cooking up there. Don't leave something for their imagination. You know what I'm saying? Because
But
then
definitely if they
80 people show up with oxtail on their mind. That nigga gonna run out of oxtail in like an hour and a half, yo.
my bad.
God damn.
Hey.
He doing oxtail out of a food truck. He a bad motherfucker, boy. Cause
He
them
from the islands.
it take time with them oxtails. You know what I'm
Oh, he
saying?
already he already told me, I think today or that he prepping right now.
He better be. That bay leaves better be roasted, my nigga.
Yeah. So now that we got all that out the way, so we
That was a
talked
mean
about
plug.
DJ Guru. We talked about Kelly Cuisines. We talked about T Roy. We talked about everything that we needed to talk about. And you guys, make sure you scan that QR code to buy your ticket because if you come the day of, that ticket price may not be guaranteed.
Today's price
It's not
is not,
tomorrow.
it's not yesterday's
It's it's
price.
it's, it's not tomorrow.
Yo, Love at Paradise event, guys. Saturday, 7/18, 1 to 4 at the Paradise Lounge, Orange Park, Florida.
So, while we got the people with the yellow bands, they may be trying to get some situationships going on or something like
You know,
that.
I'm just gonna say this for the beginning. I hate that word. I hate this word and I hate this conversation. I'm gonna be a complete hater today when it comes to this conversation. Just know that. Okay.
It is
I'm
what
warning y'all
it
now.
is.
I
Ball.
do not like this word. Okay. This is an anxiety trigger word, yo.
I don't like it, but we brought up a not a relationship, a situationship that I thought was going to be a relationship, right? So I didn't go into that situation thinking that it was going to be a situationship. I went into that situation actually thinking that it was going to actually be a relationship.
All I
It,
heard was expectation, expectation, expectation. All I heard was expectation, expectation. And guess what? Your expectation ain't nailed out like you wanted, huh?
no, but this was the things that he promised me.
Ugh, I'm sure there's a lot of miscommunication here and there. Listen. Okay.
I made it very clear.
This is me in a nutshell. Okay. If your life is solely on the purpose of finding your twin flame soulmate, my forever, my Disney love, right? My rom com. happy ending. If that is what you are dedicating your existence to, then there are situationships that you allow yourself to create because you don't either have honest conversations with the motherfucker, or you don't leave when your needs are not being met. You keep trying to love him, show up for him, or vice versa, male or female. Y'all keep trying to show up for these people to get them to choose you, and you find yourself in what you like to call a situationship because you can't call it anything else. It's not a relationship and a situation. Boom. Okay, fine. The reason that I beef with that word or that label is for the simple fact that once you let go of all that bullshit and stop putting expectations on people, stop trying to fit them in boxes before you even know who they are or what their purpose in your life is. Until you stop doing that, then technically everything is a situationship because you're supposed to just allow things to be what they're supposed to be. But if you come in there trying to construct a fucking 80 room Lego castle before you even looked at the goddamn pieces or the box, then you need labels like situationships so you can compartmentalize this shit whatever way that makes your anxiety about it's not really what you want. It's so you don't feel like you settling.
I digress, but I'll let you finish.
Uh,
That wasn't my that wasn't what my what it was, right? Because we talked about it in the last episode. I did get a little bit of the timeline wrong, but it was still right. It was off by like 3 months or whatever. I
at
gave
the
it
end
a
of
pass.
the day,
But no, no, no. Let me
it's
let me
all an expectation.
but it's for me, it was the meetup where there was no expectation, right? We
Uh-huh.
hung out as friends.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's my birthday.
Okay.
We're here in your city, me and my
Okay.
friend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all hang out. We meet
Okay.
old random guy on the side of the street. We all hung out. And it looked like it was a double date, but it was not that, right? So we're all leaving. There's still no expectation, right? Him and I had been talking, just having regular conversations, nothing serious. Because even before he even came, the guy, and I could say Vic, because Vic is not anybody like that anybody knows or whatever. The guy Vic was like, "Hey, do you like him?" I said, "Honestly, I don't know what it is. This is someone I knew from school. We never, had the conversation, but if something comes up, yes, there can be a possibility of some type of interest, right?" That was the conversation going in on my birthday.
To him or to someone else?
No, this was what I was telling the guy Vic, because Vic was asking me like, "Hey, is this your boyfriend or whatever like that?" Because Vic was trying to talk to me. So Vic was trying to get a feel of who is this other person coming.
Got another rooster in the hen house,
But
huh?
no, I pushed, I tried to hook him and my girl. I dare not say her name
That didn't work, huh?
because she no, she every time he pop up, she cursed me out. But anyways, it was the time. So, anyways, after the night, I was just like, "Hey, thanks for hanging out," because we never hung out outside of us seeing each other in passing at homecoming,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out to what's up, bub. So, after hanging out, that's when we actually took the conversation off of the internet and started texting. That's when he told a fib about what his situation was,
Not a fib.
a whole lie,
A
whole
whole
lie,
lie.
a
Okay.
whole lie of
Mm-hmm.
what his situation was
Right.
and what he was looking for. Even
Mm-hmm.
in those moments, we were just still talking and getting to know each other.
Okay.
Then when the feelings started getting involved, it was him. "Hey, I like you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm trying to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey," I mean, even conversations. I want us to get married and have kids. These
Hmm.
are not my conversations.
Red flag, red
That
flag,
that
red
that
flags.
but it wasn't right away. But I'm just saying,
It
these
sound right away.
it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't.
How
It was during
anything
it was
anything under 6 months is right away.
no, it was those conversations were at the time when I was done, you know. It was those.
I need you to keep the timeline around the situation.
So we talking about the situationship. So at that time it was, hey, this is what it is, but I like you. Let's hang out again. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that was June.
Okay.
We met for my birthday. We hung out again, I think like November of that same year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But by that time, that's when we were pursuing each other, and I thought that we were in the dating stage.
The dating stage.
Right? Because
There
that's what I
is
want to
no
talk
such
about
thing.
too. Is I mean, and I want to have those conversations, but since I want to talk about where it switched from. We was talking. I thought we was pursuing something too when it got into a situationship. So afterwards,
What made
when
it a situation, chef?
COVID hit, now
Mm-hmm.
we into the next year into March. That's when I found out that the situation was not what he made it seem like.
What
So I
made it a situation, chef?
I feel like I was put into a situationship because I didn't ask for this.
You didn't ask for what?
I didn't ask to be put into your bullshit
Well,
that
y'all
you
was just dating, right?
we was dating, but you
Were y'all
can't
sleeping
date.
together?
Hold on. We were,
Okay.
because I thought this was going to be the person that I was in a relationship with.
And what was the barrier to that dream?
How you going to be in a whole relationship and you got you tied to somebody else?
So he was lying to you.
Whole lot. And
But
the only reason, hold on, the only reason I found out is good old social media.
okay. And you ignored all red flags?
Nope. Didn't, because we talked every day, all day, from the time he was at work, from the time he got off work, from the time he went to sleep. We talked all day. We sat and used to stream movies and stuff together.
Okay.
So
Did she
there
live
was,
here?
huh?
Did she live here?
That's what I found out.
She didn't live where you lived.
No. What you mean? Did she live? He didn't live. We didn't live in the same state. What are you
Y'all
talking?
didn't live in the same state. Okay.
No, we didn't. You know that.
But okay, but did the other girlfriend live in the
Yeah,
same state?
stayed in the same house.
How was he getting away with all that? She worked nights?
Heck no. There was time after I found out the whole situation. There was times when she was literally there.
Oh, that's weird.
That's bold.
No,
But
that's her saying, I ain't leaving. Do what you gonna do.
who knows? But that ain't my issue, and that ain't what I'm trying to be a part of. So
So
hold on.
how long was y'all together?
We were, so like I said, June is when we met up, right?
Okay.
March is when I found out the whole situation or whatever,
Swing
right?
around the year to March,
Hold on.
okay?
No. I'm gonna get it right this time because
Okay.
I got it wrong. In March, I said I was done, right?
Okay.
And then at the day I said it, I was done. Let's say I said I was done on a Thursday. That Sunday, he was in Woodbridge, Virginia,
So about 9 months.
saying that, hey, I'm dropping everything for you.
Okay, so about 9 months.
9 months.
9 months. And then and in the ninth month, you
So
found out.
in the ninth month, when I said I was done,
Hmm.
that was no. I'm sorry.
Were
March
you done? Were
March
you done
is
as
when
soon
I
as you
found
found out?
out. March was when I found out the situation, right? And then that's
Okay.
when I told him I can't deal with him, whatever, da da da.
Okay.
And then we still would talk as friends. I kept it straight, strict friends conversation.
Where's the
Then and leave me alone. Then in September, that's when I was like, hey, I can't, I don't want to lead you on. I don't want to keep talking to you. It ain't even no sense of us talking anymore. And then, like I said, that was probably a Thursday. And on that Sunday, he was in Woodbridge.
Okay.
Then somebody invited him to come back to Woodbridge, I guess, to surprise me, not knowing that
I was done.
that part.
Mm.
So it was kind of like we was back in each other's face. And then that's when I told him, like, I can't. This is some BS. And then he's like, no, just give it a chance.
Give what a
Trust
chance.
me. Um, it ain't what it is, whatever, da da da. Right?
Is you is or is you got a baby?
That part. So I think by February of that next year, that's when I was just like, I like this. I'm
Done done.
done,
Okay.
done.
So where was the situationship, and what made it a situationship?
Because how can you be in a relationship when you're in a relationship with somebody else?
Okay, that doesn't make it a situationship.
So what does it
He,
make it?
you were the other girl.
I sure wasn't.
You sure was.
I sure wasn't.
You didn't know it, but you was.
But that's what I'm saying. I got
It's
put
not a
into
situation.
something.
Yeah, I mean he put you in a in an external affair. That's what he put you in, dear. That doesn't make it a situationship.
It does
Mm-mm.
because hold on. I feel that it does make it now in that part, yes. In the beginning, whatever, da da da. That's you're right. It was me being put into your BS, right?
You didn't do your due diligence.
No, yes, I did. Hold on. Half of y'all, everybody named Mama was surprised when I came. Only one person at Norfolk State University. No, I'm sorry. Two people, but the second person is somebody that I don't talk to.
Don't mean listen.
But
Just because the hands
no,
got blood on it, don't mean you can't take help from it. Listen to
no,
me.
but what I'm saying is everybody the reason I went with everything and was cool is because everybody was like, "Nah, he a cool dude. Ain't nothing going on. Like everything is good."
Nigga, listen, you ain't got nobody saying one bad thing.
Only one person, and I'm gonna tell you how it happened, right? I was out in Maryland. How where did we go? Where did we go?
This doesn't sound like a situation chip.
Shut be quiet.
This sounds like a bad decision.
It was not a bad decision because how was it a bad decision and I didn't
How is it a situation show?
because it was a whole situation I didn't want to be in.
You can't use that, yo. This is not fucking.
So what
Stop
is the
it.
situationship then?
Here's what a situationship. This is the closest thing to what a situationship is. A situationship is two people playing house or playing relationship who haven't had a serious conversation about what that is,
No,
right?
people
A
do have
situ no no
serious
no they,
conversations
no no
about
no
it.
no
No, no, no.
they don't typically have the conversation that they need to have. So they just kind of float in this gray area. No. They float in this gray area. It's not a real relationship. You're not a real relationship, but y'all doing relationship shit, right? That would be a situationship.
No,
Another
no,
incident.
no.
Hold
Because
on.
okay,
Let me say
okay,
another
okay.
incident of a situationship would be something where you know, um, someone is uh, in a weird space. They're in a weird space, okay, and they go somewhere they wouldn't normally go to get their needs met because they're in this space where uh they're not really looking for anything. They just want the
The perks.
not necessarily, we won't call them perks. We'll call it like what's that shit when you kind of like
In limbo.
not no not limbo, not limbo. Like they want the full idea of this companionship, right? But they're not really in a space to really receive anything serious. They just want they just want to have a good time type shit, right? That would be the only other
No, no,
thing
no, no, no. I disagree because you played
because
off that second part, right? But that second part, no, that's the part that I was trying to get at. Not with this, but in general with a situationship, right? You got somebody that's in limbo, or like you said, they're
but you choose to be in limbo. A lot of people not thrown into limbo. You are in limbo because either you are denying something because you don't want to find out the truth, or you're choosing to be in limbo because it's just comfortable right there, right now.
I have to disagree because there are situationships where there is a conversation. No, some answers may not be answered. Some people are very
If
good
you're not
at,
getting what you want, leave.
hold on. Some people are very good at, being dismissive of those
If you're not
conversations.
getting what you want, leave.
But we're talking about situationships. People
But you
stay.
gotta be. You don't want
So
to
why
be in
do
one
they
of those. You
stay?
leave. You don't want to be in
So,
a situation. You leave
so why do people stay?
because they don't want to leave. They can check out, but they can't leave.
They can leave.
They can't leave for whatever reasons. They feel handcuffed to the motherfucker, even though they should go. I used to tell. Listen, I always come back to the same example. I used to literally tell her when she gets sick of my shit, she's going to leave, and she used to fight me on that. And then when she got sick of my shit, she left.
Because she wanted something, she tried, right?
She tried. She
She
tried her
tried,
hardest to
she
love me
tried.
through it. Right. That was probably the closest thing to a actual situationship.
So I will ask you, being that you made that statement, right? Was there at any point on your end, knowing how she felt about you, right? Was there at any point that you gave her some type of, not being straight and honest, but some type of, I guess, making her feel that okay, there's a possibility, any
Probably
possibility.
so. I couldn't leave.
But
I couldn't leave.
that's what I'm
I couldn't
saying
leave.
about
So
these
no, 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 no.
situationships is
So
that even though you're saying that there's no commitment, right? There's still promises that are made, and that's why people, like you said, that's why people stay.
I get all that. And I ain't one of them people that overpromise anything. I knew I needed to get my shit together. I kept hoping that she refrained from putting a mirror on my ass. And she did. She literally refrained from putting a mirror on me when she knows she should have. Okay. That was probably the closest thing to a situationship because again, it wasn't even like I refused. There was just something in me logically that just could not go all in. As much as I cared for her, as much as I loved her, I could not go in. It was something blocking me.
But you weren't ready.
I mean, that was it was a lot of shit once I sat down and dissected it, but like at the time, I couldn't figure out like why can't I just say this is it, this is her. I couldn't do it, but I couldn't go. I couldn't leave.
But that's where I'm saying the issue is
That's
that
again, that's a
these
situationship.
are literally
But
but
this
I'm
is
saying those,
she couldn't leave neither because if she could have left, she would have left
you want to know
way
why?
earlier.
Because she saw the potential,
Yeah.
right? She went off of
Yeah,
those
she saw
empty
it.
promises.
No, 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 no promises.
No, but you gave her some type of,
I
like,
gave I gave I gave
you
her
gave some type of
I
assumption
gave I gave her
that
the
there was a
love. I
possibility.
gave her the love that I had to give in the way I knew how to give it. And because she wanted it from me so bad, she accepted it when it was below the bar.
But you gotta understand, and
Hold on,
hold on.
no.
I know I'm about to say, ask you.
She
I'm about to
accepted it
ask
when it
you.
was below the bar.
But
And
there
I
were,
and I can say that with full confidence because I know I was giving below the bar love. I was giving just enough. I was giving just enough. It doesn't mean I didn't care for it. Didn't mean if I was a less broke man, it would have turned out whole different. Okay. But to say that you're in a situationship because it's something that you don't want to be in when you decide to stay when you can leave, that's crazy to me in a sense because as soon as you find out there's nothing there and you not knowing that you were the other woman doesn't put you in the situationship, it just made you another woman. He was good at lying to you about it. But as soon as you found out and y'all did and you dead it, ain't no situationship unless you dead it and then you spin the block.
But that's what I was gonna say. There was a point where
You
when
spun the
every
block.
when everything supposedly was in the clear and everything was good and
What you mean?
everything, meaning that
He got rid
trying
of that
he
situation. You
got
saying?
rid of it, trying to see, okay, because my thing is,
But that ain't even the situation again. He just still lying.
no, no, after everything was clear, no, we started talking again.
Okay, that's not a situationship. Now y'all trying.
Now, but it wasn't, because like you just said, at that point we weren't really trying. At that point, we were literally trying to stay because of whatever empty promises we both gave each other. But in the back of his head, the back of my head, I'm like, this ain't gonna work. But because there was hope in the beginning, well, maybe we can make it work.
All
Maybe
right.
we can try.
I'll give
Maybe,
that definition of your
but
story,
that's what I'm
situationship,
saying.
but
But
not because I didn't want to be in it. Yeah, you did want to be in it. You was there.
I wanted to be in what I thought I had.
Yeah, but if you won't, if your soul won't get full, and you was drinking that bullshit anyway,
No, I wasn't drinking it, because when I found out it was BS, it was over.
when you found out it was BS, how long did that take?
I told you in March is when I found out.
Okay, but then you said from
I said
March, and then
March,
you swung
and
and then
then
you swung back around to a whole nother
no,
February.
no, I
At this
in
point, we
March,
we almost 2 years in.
we almost 2 years in, but it's not when February hit, that's when it was kind of like,
Nigga, you
look,
gotta go back through. You gotta go back through to get to February from March. It's behind. February's behind March, so you swung back through another calendar year almost. Come on, dude. Stop.
because
Stop, yo.
I
Stop.
trusted. Listen, like I said,
Yeah.
March happened.
Yeah. Just-
September, that's when I seen the trying, right? That's when I seen he was trying to go above and beyond, but then
he was trying,
supposedly.
supposedly.
But then when I fished through the BS of him trying, that's when I was like, no, like I'm not going to play this game with you.
All right.
So then when everything was done, we didn't talk for a couple of years. We didn't talk for like a year. Then something happened where we had to get in touch with each other, but technically didn't. And then that's when, I found out what was going on. And there was, I think it was more so on my end at that point. It was just like, okay, well, if you said all this stuff before, then why can't this work?
Again, I will give you the last part of that conversation as a situation.
Yeah,
I would not give you the I was in it and I didn't want to be in it. Nigga. You was signing up 2 feet,
I did
10
not
toes
sign that.
down.
I
You
told
was
you by
signing
March,
up.
I was like,
You was
deuces. And
signing
then
up,
that's when it
yo.
was like, no, please
If he
stay.
lied about the first relationship, he lied about the rest of them. All right, listen.
No, that was it, but it was only
All
that. But
right.
anyways, I
So
my
then,
my hold on, but where I was trying to go, because I wasn't trying to go back there. What I was trying to say is,
what you saying?
with situationships, right? You said that we get in these things and we can't get out, or we feel like we're obligated to stay until, like, again, like you said, when somebody's done, they're done. But what I'm saying is, in these situationships, some of these spaces, it is the promise of some people making the other person believe that there is going to be something.
Mm,
So you get in this space thinking that you're dating or in a relationship or whatever the case may be, you're putting time into it,
mm-hmm,
because like you said, whether it's 100% in, and it's usually not 100%, you are literally getting the bare minimum in these
mm-hmm,
situationships. I mean, that's the one thing I can agree to.
mm-hmm,
But what I was going to say to you is, when you were saying I was given the bare minimum, right? I know that there were intimate talks where the reason, if you're giving her bare minimum, there had to be intimate talks where there was something that she was holding on to.
Oh yeah. I
And
mean, I'm pretty sure it was. It was still packaged very nice, even though I was a ball of shit on the
but
inside.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
what I'm saying, but listen. But I again, at any given time, she could have been cut
But
and would have freed herself of at least 3 years of my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it was so it was it it got so bad when she left. She didn't leave all the way the first time. She left and she put one foot out, and then she just punished me for a year. She kept me around for a year and just punished me for a year. And where I saw when I saw my demise was the day I seen her new guy going into her apartment.
oh,
Hmm.
oh, 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 oh. Okay.
And watching the front light turn off.
Oh,
So you're not even in the front room. But that was my penance. That was my penance. But anyway, situationships. Okay, they get a bad rap. Why? Because again, people need to label something to call something something that's not what it is. When a lot of times they're allowing themselves to be in that situation. And I get it. It's hard
yeah.
to leave. It is fucking difficult to leave. People are your dopamine. People are your fucking trauma bond. It is fucking hard to leave. Okay. But you gotta, or you can't victimize yourself for staying in a situation that was not serving you, no matter how temporary fulfilling or the ROI was too enticing. You're already looking at how to handle people wrong. You're dealing with people like they're fucking not big ass fucking X factors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that if you take, I mean, it's like, okay, let's call it a situation because you're scared to commit. Some people just they don't commit in ways that meet the standard tradition of the word commitment. Like, right? We are only able to look at relationships and companionship one way.
Okay.
And as long as that is the only way that people see things, everything outside of that is like on some spectrum shit that needs to be labeled.
So, do you feel when we talk about labels, and like I said, I think the next topic that I do want to talk about is these labels, right? Relationships, whatever, dating. We already discussing, situationships or whatever. I just feel like in my how old I am, do we still have to go through the conversation of are we
Yes,
dating?
every goddamn time.
Okay.
Every time. And there needs to be hard on conversations. The older you get, the conversations you need to get more real.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. At that point, even in the beginning, I'm like, I am open about saying I'm dating with intentions. I'm not like
Dating with intentions of what?
being in a serious relationship.
Okay, so then let's say it without it sounding so goddamn internety. Hey, I'm only interested
I
in meeting.
say I was
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
listening.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay,
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
listening.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Hey, I'm only interested in meeting and connecting with people who are interested in building something long term. Okay, dating with intention. The whole concept of that word is so fucking stupid. What intentions of what?
Being in something serious.
No, you should be in the intention of getting to know a motherfucker
Of
first.
course, that part, but
No,
that's
you
why
no no
no,
no
but
no
that's
no no.
why I
We
say it because
crown
I'm not
we
no, 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 not
crowned
me.
we crown niggas the final boss when we meet
I
them,
don't.
and every
I will drag
just
out.
stop using the word dating with intention. Your intention should be making sure this motherfucker wouldn't murder you in your sleep. That's what you should be. Your intention. Your intention should be making sure this nigga got 3 open cases and one of them is for beating a bitch. Like, that's what your intention is. Your intention should be understanding that this nigga passed all of the green flags before you start giving him serious access to you.
But well, I can. But my thing, hold
Yeah.
on, no, because
Impatience. That's what I'm hearing.
who I have patience.
You good? You can play the
I have
long
very,
game. You
I
can
have
play the long game because if you can play the long game, you'll never be in another situation again.
I can play the Well, I
Nah, nigga. As soon
no,
as he start telling you your promises, your long game get
no,
broken
no,
down to
no, no,
flag
it don't.
football.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
it does.
no,
Yeah,
no,
it does. You go from a 100-yard field to a 60-yard field.
no, no, no.
Okay.
Because even in the last whatever, nah, that was the long game. We didn't start talking until like 9 months after.
Yo, pick a nigga in your state when you tell these stories, okay?
Well, we in the same state now. We wasn't in the same state.
Oh,
Technically, we are
oh, emotionally
technically
unavailable ass niggas.
technically we're in the same state, but we were. Now, what's going on right now? No, it's not in the same state. Leave me alone.
Yes.
Don't be judgy.
I'm
Nobody
not
asked
being judgy. I'm just
no.
saying, yo, like, listen, your situations be
Maybe
wild.
I don't want to talk to somebody in the same state that I'm in. Who
Hey,
wants to talk to
hey,
anybody in
hey,
okay, nothing.
hey. Then
Hold on.
guess what? Then
Mm.
you need, if you don't want to talk to someone in the same state, you gotta adjust some things here, buddy.
Hold on. I'm always open to making adjustments. I'm always
Ooh.
the sacrificial lamb in anything that I
Okay.
because I know that if I'm deciding to talk to somebody in another state, I know it's easier for me to move around than the other person. 9 times out of 10 it is.
That's not what I'm talking about, but okay.
But
So,
I'm just saying, like, it's not when I okay, and let me talk about that. If I do talk to somebody that's in a different state, right?
mm-hmm.
I do look at the options of maybe I gotta move. I don't
Who?
have anything holding me here. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying? I don't have a job holding me here. My job is in a whole different state.
listen, I get it.
I don't have anything holding me wherever I've been for the past 7, 8 years. So I've all that's why I kind of moved around the way I moved.
All right.
Hell, I was willing to move back to Cleveland. Jeez.
So, would you? What would you say? You think it's all? You think a situationship is all bad?
No, I feel like it's some good. I feel like it's good because even
I still need your definition of what one is. I really do, yo, because I don't think you got one.
I mean my definition is
Not an example. Your definition of
no.
what a
My
situation
my
is.
definition
Situationship.
of what a situationship is that the terms are very unclear. And the reason I say they're unclear because either somebody is very clear about what they want and somebody is not clear about what they want. So the communication sucks when it comes to what what they are. And
Okay.
I feel like in some situationships, they do start off as possibly wanting to be in a relationship or seeing that person as the one, but then you get these like you start like you said playing the long game, right? And which I tend to do.
Or people
Af-
forget to check in.
or people forget to check in. Or like you
Right?
said, and I have a very bad habit, and I can admit this, of starting it, saying what my intentions are, but then just going with the flow of it and then wait 2
I
or
don't
3 years.
blame it with going with the
Hold on.
flow, yo.
No, and then 2 or 3 years later, when something pop up or a situation where it's like, "Hold on, I thought it was this," and I'm bringing it up, and it's like, "Well, hell, why are we talking about this now?"
Okay, so
And what I mean by going with the flow is, right, for
yeah.
me, I I can when it comes to communication with some things as far as putting pressure on people, I think that's the best way
So
to
much pressure.
I I don't want to sometimes have those conversations. It is if I feel like it's going good, I'm just like, why ruin it with a conversation? I'm serious. And I would just keep going. So I would put myself
No way. Rewind. You said that you would avoid the conversation
I would.
because it was going too well.
because I knew
that the conversation was gonna wake you the fuck up.
that part.
So again, how is the situation? How is the situation not self inflicted?
It is.
It's very much so
I
self
didn't say it
inflicted.
wasn't.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you get off, I mean, I can't tell nobody how to live that life, and I refuse to do so. But if you were one of these people who's gonna hunt your relationship down to your dying days, then you will always find yourself in some type of situationship because that's the label you have to give it when
Yeah,
it's not what you want, but you're still there. That's what you got to give it. That's what you got to tell them. That is the villain in your story, the situationship. And when you free yourself of that bullshit and just allow yourself to be very present and just be very be and understand that you're gonna meet a million people in your life, and discernment is supposed to teach you where those you gotta think of it you heard me say this all the time. You gotta think of it like a theater, right? And all these people gonna come into this theater because the stage play is your life. Where they sitting at. You get to determine where everyone in your life sits. You know that, right?
I know.
Okay. There's some niggas in the nosebleeds. There's
There's
some
a
niggas
lot
on
of
the
people
front
in
row.
it. Ain't nobody
There's
on
some niggas in the
the
orchestra.
front
There's
row.
some niggas backstage in the green room with you. And there's some niggas that gotta watch it on the big screen outside the theater. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I get you. Ain't
Okay.
nobody on the front row though. Ain't nobody in VIP. Everybody up in the nosebleeds.
Ain't nobody in the VIP.
Nah,
Okay, I'm sorry.
because I'm not allowing there. Like you said, when it comes to access, right? Even
hmm
with me being in some in situationships,
hmm
yes, there is some access that I will allow, but then there is some access that is just like no,
Well, I
like
mean, you're a whole mom too, so it's a little different. Right, you can't just bring anybody into your life for real because you got
I mean, that's true. My kids, the only person or as far as dating and being in relationships is my
mm,
ex because we all lived in the same house, right? Other than my ex, I mean, I was in that whole situation for 5 years. My kids don't have a clue who the person was. Never met
right.
him. I mean, my son met him when he was like 1. My
It
daughter
don't
was
have a
like 9
clue.
months. I have no clue. This man, he know them, can sit in their face, and my kids will not have a clue who they were. Matter of fact, when
I
I used
remember
to
Uncle Mac.
hold on. Matter of fact, when I used to date the guy, I mentioned the guy who used to stay on the one block where the great
Mm,
grandma introduced
mm,
me to the guy
mm,
or whatever.
mm,
My son was in the same summer camp with his son.
mm,
His son knew who I was. My son didn't have a clue.
mm, mm.
His son did not like my son.
Nah, your mama trying to take my daddy. Okay, so all right, we talked about some pros, and I'm pretty sure we've discussed the cons of it, right?
Do you feel
Because
that there's jealousy that comes with, you know,
you got to understand the foul shit that happens in relationships or even in whatever the fuck we want to call two people trying to get to know each other. Them shits are not indicative for being in a situationship. Niggas lie. Niggas catch feelings. There are poor communications. Yeah, these are the so-called situationship is a byproduct of all this shit, this long list of shit that people ignore, like catching feelings, poor communication, jealousy, knowing you're not getting more when you want more, undefined expectations, meaning you did not have the conversation with each other's, staying because it's fucking comfortable. That's why it's fucking hard to leave. All of these things is the villain that is situationships, or what they like to call it when it was just, hey, I fucked up and I made a bad decision.
but people don't want to.
Yeah, you'll do it eventually.
Yeah.
So, it's best to do it while it feels good. It's gonna hurt later. It's gonna really hurt later. Um, so I, again, pros, cons, what is it is, what it ain't, right? It's all expectations and reality, right? And I rue the word expectations again, because why are we doing that to other people? Why are we putting expectations? Like, it's so weird to try to meet somebody and immediately put them in a box. That is so crazy to me.
Immediately, yes.
But I
And
mean, that's what it sounds like when you say words like dating with attention. You met him, and the only reason you're interested in meeting him because he might have long mate potential.
mm, mm,
Long mate potential, yes.
okay,
Yeah, okay. You won't even
that's why
see
we're gonna talk about the dating.
it.
We're gonna have
you,
the dating.
you won't even see the nigga unless he's long date
No, no, no,
potential.
no, no, no,
How
no.
do you know?
You
How do you
don't
know?
know. That's why
You
I
don't
said
know.
I don't
Right.
agree with
Right.
that.
Right.
I don't
Why? No, because
you gotta vet somebody out.
yes, because in conversations prior to the meet out, there needs to be some evidence, some type of hinting, some type of okay, signal flare that he is long term material.
I agree with that.
Right.
But
And
why
at
you
that
putting it
point,
on day
women invest. Hell, people invest in another person when that happens. And then they build this expectation based simply off ROI. Simply off ROI.
that's why I said we gotta talk about the talking about relationships. That'll be a different episode because even with that, no, I don't go right in like, oh yeah, this. I mean, you gotta vet somebody
No,
out,
you
right? I
don't.
don't. I
Are you
really
vetting?
don't. I
Are you
I'm
vetting? Because if
vetting.
you had a vetted, you would have found out you was the other girl, Whitney Houston.
No, no, no. I wouldn't.
Saving all my
No, no,
love for
no. Did you know?
you.
No, you didn't.
Cause you got a family and they need you there.
Next, don't you got hope? No, because you're not gonna try to play me. No,
But
no,
I
no.
tried to
I'm a
resist.
mute you. I'm a straight mute you. No, because I'm telling you, when I found out,
Oh, yeah.
I can't even really say names of people that like you and I know and everybody else know. But when
Mm,
I found out, when I say that
mm,
99% of everybody that knew was shocked because they had no clue. Because one person
mm,
faithfully at home coming like, yo, I thought y'all that y'all was gonna be something. And when I said what it was like, I didn't know. There was no signs
coming to
because
you live from
I don't even want to how I found out.
this is
I
your own
I was hold on.
this is your on scene
Look,
reporter.
hold on. Listen. How I found
This is
out.
your on scene reporter.
I had to do some like
You had to do what?
some, some digging. Like
Digging. Because the lie was that well.
no, I literally found out by when I say I had to dig. Oh my gosh. It took a couple of months for me because it was that. It was no,
He was
no
good.
proof.
He
It
got you
was.
good.
It
He
was
got you good.
good.
You was the other woman. You was a home wrecker. You was a home wrecker. Yeah. He
No, I
lied to you so
wasn't.
good. Oh, baby. You
No,
the
it
only
might
one. Let's
no, it
watch
wasn't
this
even
movie.
that.
I
Don't
fall
even try
asleep on
to
the phone with you. Can't no be nobody else. It's all you.
stop it.
And that,
Antoine, what about it?
that sometimes is the red flag we don't listen to.
What the
The
perfect
nigga, how fast are we saying we? God damn it. Why is he? Why does he sound so like if a nigga, motherfuckers sound too
no,
good to
it
be
was
true
but it
sometimes? I'm not
wasn't
saying
but that's
be,
what I'm
I'm
saying.
not
It
saying be a
wasn't that
total
though.
cynic, but just don't
No.
plunge all the way in. It's like, yo, they say the right thing,
Okay, so
they
backstory
kind of
real
do the
quick.
right
Hold
thing,
on,
and then it's just
Antoine.
like,
Why? Because we're not gonna
wee.
act like we both don't know the person. When I say before we even met up, the only reason I invited him to come out
because he
is
was
because
talking
hold on,
shit to you.
no. We used to talk about fitness and stuff. We were literally talking consistently, just regular, hey, how was your day? Whatever, da da da. For already before that, for at least 2 years. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't on no. That's why I'm saying when it came up, it was like it was no proof anywhere.
Yeah.
And when the one person said it, me and the
He
other
ain't want
person,
to believe that.
hold on, no, I believed it. I believed it right away.
You ain't want to
Be-
believe it from the enemy who told you years
no,
before
the
that, though.
person wasn't the enemy because I didn't even know who she was. And as soon as she said it, that's when I was Inspector Gadget and
Dun, dun,
had
dun,
to.
dun, 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 dun. That sound like a
And
cold
the
case, nigga. That
only
shit like
reason,
that.
hold on,
They
and the
should
only reason I found what I found is because the person knew her name. Because if I ain't have a name, I wouldn't have never known.
have.
I wouldn't have never found her. I wouldn't have never found her if I didn't know her name.
Intuition ain't never tell you nothing else, huh?
No, I'm telling you.
Because he was
If
he
you was
was he
there,
was
no,
he
no,
was
it
there.
wasn't that good. No, I'm not saying it because we weren't even in those spaces, Antoine. That's what I'm saying. Like
Hmm.
we were literally just always talking, talking how we were,
Hmm.
talking every day,
Right.
talking about different things,
Hmm.
just random, cool, chill. All right, we gonna see each other, hang out when we see each other. This and that, watching movies, whatever, da da da. It wasn't on no,
Da 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 da.
oh, oh, I want to be with you forever. That wasn't
When did it
how
get
it
there?
started.
When did it get there?
It got there when I was like, I was done.
So he didn't say that until after he got caught.
No, again, no, not like that. And where we were, okay,
What
so
was he what was he showing you that
where
made
we
you that
were,
had his hooks in you?
it
Hooks.
stop it. Because I can't stand you.
Today hooks.
Because people, Antoine acting like he don't even know nothing about this. And
I said I
because
don't.
we
I'm
ain't gonna
having the
talk about
conversation.
when we was at what was it? Where was the place that had the sticky shoes with everybody?
Fucking Broadway.
Wrong
This
way.
Broadway with a fucking
And
floral strip. I had to
you,
throw them damn shoes away. I'm so mad. Like,
and
who
you was
has a
like,
party in there, yo? Sticking to the goddamn floor.
I don't want to say no names. I'm not
I'm
saying
gonna
no
say
names.
his name in a minute, goddamn it.
No, we are
Give
not
my,
doing that.
give my goddamn money back for my shoes.
But
You
even
got it.
at when we was there, you was like, why you talk to him or whatever. So don't even sit here and act like you don't know what the situation was. And even at that time, that's when I wasn't talking to
It's a
him.
valid question
He
that you
was
still
like,
didn't answer.
why is
Why
he
are
sitting?
you talking to him?
Because remember, I didn't dance. He wanted to dance with me. He was in my face. I came with my friend Erica or
Uh,
whoever I went with. But that's when he was trying. And that's when I was done.
okay. So
But before that, it wasn't like no empty promises. It was literally a friendship that I felt
so
that
that's not even a
was grow-
situationship.
hold on, listen. It was a friendship that was growing into something serious, as I thought.
Without a conversation.
We had the conversation.
You said
We
y'all
talked
didn't have a
about
conversation
no,
until
no. We had that conversation. That's what I'm
that he wanted something long and real. That's what he
Yes,
said.
that's
Okay.
what he said. Because we talked about, I said, would you ever get married again? Would you
Okay.
ever do this? And it was like, yes, I want kids. Like, I don't even want to talk about.
So if y'all started off with that, and then for 2 straight years y'all was just talking about any and everything, where was the check-in, and where was you and him in the actual commitment conversation, the we are this conversation? Why didn't never happen?
When
C- c-
hold on, I told you
Comfortable.
we started talking in June,
Uh-huh.
right?
Okay.
When it was a situation that because I told you we met up in November,
Yeah.
but there was a situation that happened in September,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
right? That
Okay.
should have been the red flag, and I will say that the whole situation in September should have been the red flag because when I say so after that situation that happened in September,
You signed up.
that's when I had to talk like, look, this is this is what is this, right? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
That part. We
What
had
was
that
his answer?
conversation. I want this. You are the person that I want to be
Nah,
with.
what was
I
his
want to be
answer?
No, he said that. He said, I I want to be in a relationship with you. It wasn't that, because even me and Robin talked about it on the podcast. How are you in a relationship with somebody and you're not out of a relationship? But again, I didn't know that there was something. It was we
You've been
were
hit by. You've been struck by
so
a smooth
that's
criminal.
what I'm saying. So when November hit, I know what it was. I know what it was. November had hit,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
And then um March, I think it was March when
Mm-hmm.
I found, no, it was March or April. No, COVID hit in March, right?
Yeah. February, March.
So it was April or May.
Now
No, it
you.
was May. It was May because it was his birthday. It was May, right?
Okay.
And I asked him a question because of my intuition or whatever.
Ooh.
It was. I had a dream about something, and that's when
Hmm.
I asked a question.
What you
And when
ask?
I asked the question,
What you
I
ask?
guess he wasn't expecting for me to ask the question
Because he was
because
comfortable to.
it came out of nowhere.
Okay.
And when he stalled, paused,
Pause.
answered the question, that's when I said, I can't. I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I signed. And then it wasn't no, oh, okay. No, it was on some, you lied to me.
Lied to
This
me.
is this is not what you said in the beginning. What
Okay.
the hell is this?
What is
Why would you
this?
do this? And why would you play around with me? And I ain't no joke.
Dun, 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 dun.
So then that's when I started doing me
Okay.
from that day.
So you really not a situation show.
No, we were still talking though, but I wasn't talking. I was listening. At that time, I was listening.
Yo, that last part of it where y'all was just in communication with each other and he was still trying to shoot his whole shot.
And I was
Like
talking to somebody else the whole time. What?
still not even a situation ship. Um so okay.
But I want to get back to how, like you said, the red flag, right? So when that happened, that's when I brought it to the people who knew, and they even said, "No, nah, I don't think." Dudes was like, "Nah, how? What?" Our friend Antoine, our friend,
Okay. I get it.
our friend was like, "Nah, you
Mm.
sure that ain't right?" I don't know that to be true. I don't think it's what you think it is. And I was like, "Nah,
I
it, it's
a lot of people had they were just trying to do the right thing.
no, no, because no, I'm telling you, and the only reason I know the other person knows is because when I was being nosy, I saw, again, this is somebody I don't even talk to, but they went to school with us.
Okay.
But I saw that they were friends. So what ended up happening is when I found out the tea, basically, m- a group of us went out and there was a female that was there that is a
Mm-hmm.
part of his organization.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she said, "Oh yeah, y'all didn't know this?" And everybody is looking at all like, "For how long?" Oh, it was a whole thing on the internet. So the reason she wasn't around, because apparently it was this whole situation online where somebody made a comment on his page and she went left. This is years before this happened. So that's why there was no presence. So the female brings up this conversation. She said, "No, yes. Um the reason you don't see her is probably because of what happened on XYZ day when somebody said, 'I hope you feel better.' And then she got buck with the lady. Why you worried and concerned about him? Whatever, da da da."
Oh
So
yeah,
then,
I remember that
yes,
conversation.
huh?
I remember that.
So then that's when I brought it to everybody. And I wasn't on no like, okay, I'm gonna still talk to him. I got my proof. And then that's when I started looking like, how did I miss this?
Oh yeah, because you
Cause,
missed
cause,
it.
cause I'm not the person to miss stuff like this.
You
It
missed.
wasn't no I was in love and he charmed.
He lied the shit out you. That's all.
No, no.
He lied the shit out you. It's okay.
Yeah, he lied.
So listen. Okay.
But
So
anyway,
we talk about expectation and reality, right? And I guess the biggest question for most people, if they think they find themselves this is in one, is it's just like, can you get out the friend zone? Can you get out of a situation? Can you flip the script and make it more than what it is?
I think so.
Yeah, if two people involved want to do it, if only one person wants to do it, then you're in the situation as long as that one person who wants to do it can't get it stays. Period. You need to leave niggas where they at sometimes.
But we don't.
We don't. Okay.
We
Now,
don't. We gotta
now,
be honest about that. We don't.
now, I've had someone called it a situationship when it just doesn't fit my current lifestyle or dating style, right? And I've been very intentional on communicating that it doesn't have to be this thing, right? It
Mhm.
doesn't have to be this thing we build in our mind is the only way. Understand, who you are, understand, what I say and what I show you, right? How I show up, things like that, right? Like, and it has had its difficult points because again, that was a person who just they grew up and they had to label it something, and that's the biggest problem. We gotta label something instead of just being very present and then organically just allowing things to be what it. They hate you hate in a
But that's what
culture.
I
Listen,
want.
but no, because in a culture you can't say that and say words like intentional and expectations. We live in a culture that wants what they want when they want it, right? So you demonize stuff like go with the flow when it's the natural order of things. Because you don't know who that person is from Adam, and you don't have to necessarily commit to them just because you like them.
Oh, I know that.
But
But
no,
that's
but
why
a lot of people don't. A
I
lot of
do
people
know
don't.
that
A
because
lot of people
that's
don't. And
how
there
I
was a
vet
point in your
people
life where
out.
you didn't.
No, I know that every person.
Now
No, no,
you
no,
know it now.
no, 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 no. You got to think. I'm the person who didn't want to be in relationships, and I think that's what a
Who
lot of
found
people.
herself in a shit ton of them apparently.
No,
So
I dated, but that's where okay, and that's where I think I feel like there is no clarification, right? I have only been in when it comes to relationships. I have
okay,
only been in two committed relationships.
okay,
I have dated like crazy. Cause again, my kids can't tell you. My son is 22. My daughter is about to be 18. They can't wouldn't be able to tell you who I was talking to.
okay,
Wouldn't. Because here's the thing that a lot of people, and this is why I said I want to talk about dating. Like you said in the beginning, right? Because I'm a mom, I can't do certain things, right? So when my kids were younger, the one thing that I didn't want to do that I saw so many people doing, and I think that people got so confused of what I was doing, people wanted to label, and I say people because I had gotten to an argument about this whole thing. People assumed and people wanted to label and think they knew what was going on, but it wasn't what it was. But just because I had these conversations, like what I'm saying with disaster dating, people assume that, oh, you were in all these relationships. No, I dated.
okay. So you dated
I dated with no expectations. Yes, I dated where
every time.
hold on, I was going to say there were a couple of people that I've dated, like the guy that stayed around the corner, where I felt like there could have been something. But me and old boy dated for over a year. And the reason it never got serious is because he felt like I did because of how
Just the
we
old man.
yes. No, I mean, he was older. I mean, he was
The
what,
one
9
that used
years
to calm you the fuck down. You be coming over there all hyped up. Yeah, sit your ass down.
older?
Listen, let me say this. Let me say something. Listen.
No, but let me explain. Because just like you said, the older guy, the reason we never got into a commitment is because when the whole situation was introduced to him by the kid's grandma, she told him again at that time, I was in my 20s. I don't think I was even 30. I was almost 30. And yeah, because he had just turned 40. And I think I was like 29 when we met. And what was presented to him was that I was single and I was looking for a relationship. But when we talked on the phone for the first time, he said, "What are you looking for?" I said, "No." He said, "Are you single?" I said, "Yes, I'm single, but I date," which I was doing. There was no lie to that. I didn't meet anybody that I was trying to commit to at the time. I
Okay.
said, I'm open to a serious relationship, but right now I am dating. And then he said, "Well, that's not what was said to me."
Of course.
So in his head, he felt like I wasn't available.
Okay.
When we started talking, we clashed right away because of miscommunication. Like the first time we met, I called grandma. I said, "This is the worst day ever. Why would you introduce me to this man?" I never forget. It was the worst day ever. He came up there on his motorcycle. So it was like 90 degrees outside. He got a pair of Timbs on and some shorts. And the first thing he says to me is like, "I usually don't date people. Um, I usually date people lighter than you. And and you are the same complexion of my ex-wife." I said, "Well, dang, I'm not dark." But so I'm like,
Mm,
okay. So I said I wasn't gonna talk to him. And then what ended up happening is my birthday ended up coming up and he reached out to me and said happy birthday and wanted to know basically if there could be a redo of the whole situation. And then
mhm,
that's when we went out to eat and we had a great conversation. Cause I always say this is not the person that I met at Applebee's.
mhm,
And so from there, that's when it was he would just come over, bring wine, we would listen to R&B all night and just chill. And we started talking and getting to know each other from then. Then we started going out, would do things together, have conversations about being in relationships, him telling me certain things, just being intimate at that point, but still not rushing, right? Not rushing at all. The only reason it kind of started going left is when I think there was a conversation about another woman and somebody that he met because he used to drive buses or whatever. And I'm like, "Why do you have her number?" or whatever. And then that's when it was kind of like, "Oh, she gave it to me," or whatever, da da da. And then it was like, hold on, like, okay. And then that's when he was like, "Well, Tasha, I I don't you said you was talking to somebody in the beginning." I said, "I didn't say I was talking to anybody. I said I was dating. Like I never said I was committed to anybody. You asked me what my status was. I'm single, but I'm also dating." So then that's when
okay. Can we just pause real quick?
I'm listening.
Dating is not a status.
Well, that's what he well
Dating is not a status. I'm
well
gonna
that
say it
was
one more
him.
time for the people in the back that can't hear
That
me.
was him.
Dating is
And that's
not a
what I thought too.
status. Dating is something you do. Dating is what you do to get to know the person that you're interested in, but dating is not a status. We are
I know
dating.
that.
You should be dating from the time you meet to the time y'all split.
And so
Dating is just opportunities to get to know the motherfucker, see who he is. It's all that's why there's so many type of dates you're supposed to go on before you even go serious with a motherfucker for real, right? But I'm just saying,
but
dating
that's what
is
everybody
not a
assumes is that
status.
I'm in no, these people that I talk about on this podcast,
I get
I
that.
have not talked about anybody I was serious with. These
I
are
got
literal
it.
people
Listen,
that I've dated.
we can move past that. We no nobody
Just
thinks that
saying.
you. I just
Disaster
say it.
dating.
I just say it. Okay. Dating is not a status, y'all. That's
I know
all.
that, but that's what he he said, and I'm like,
Yeah, a lot of
and
people
I'm
is
dating.
indoctrinated with this verbiage. A lot of people are. Okay, we only know one way to talk and think, and everything outside of that is treated like kids on the spectrum.
Why I gotta be kids?
That's what it's treated like. It's treated like kids on the spectrum, like it ain't supposed to exist, but it does. Unfortunately, it does. Okay,
Okay.
and guess what? There's nothing wrong with it that it exists. It's just different from you. It's
But
just
like I said, we're gonna talk about dating and the anarchy of the levels of dating on the next episode.
all right, but you know that we got people that wanted to hear another round of is it doable or is it a disaster?
Okay, I didn't look. I purposely didn't look at the questions
That's good.
because I want in
That's
real time
good.
to
That's good.
answer these questions.
Okay, you know the rules. We're going to present different dating scenarios, and you're going to decide if it's disaster or is it doable.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to talk why. We might even debate. We might not even be friends.
I mean, we ain't friends after this episode right now, anyway. So
I head but you be all right. All right, you ready?
I'm listening.
Okay. Meeting the family, but still hearing, I am not ready for a relationship.
I've been in that. So
Disaster.
it's a disaster.
Disaster.
I've met mama and it's a disaster.
Disaster.
I met a couple of moms. It's a disaster.
Hearing, let's just see where it goes after a year.
Oh, that's a disaster too.
I'm going to say doable.
It's not. I've been there.
That's fine, but you've been there because here's all the trigger words. After a year, who gives a shit? You can still be a stranger after a year. Like that's the problem. We are on a clock.
No,
We
my
are on a
situation,
clock.
my situation, we were out like me
Listen,
and old boy was like
if
I thought that was gonna be my next relationship.
if you ain't
Not
checked
that
in, if
situation, but
you ain't checked in before a year is up,
I checked in 3 months
if
and
a
he told
year
me it was too
if
early.
a year in he just finally said let's see where it goes, that's on you. You ain't check in. You didn't
I checked
because
in 3 months after.
you want you can
Three
check in
months.
whenever you want. Everybody laughed at Jackie Christie because her and Doug Christie used to get married, remarried every year. You check in whatever the fuck you want to check in, okay? Because if you're not aligned, then you gotta go. All right, all right. I'm gonna go
Hey,
with
Auntie
doable.
Stacy, I'm looking at the TikTok stuff too because TikTok comments don't go.
Okay,
Okay.
everything feels like a relationship in someone until someone asks, "So what are we?" Ooh,
That's a hard one.
I'm going doable
That's what I was gonna say. It's still doable though.
because my answer to what are we is that's none of their goddamn business. If people are pressuring you to tell them what you and I are, it's none of their goddamn business. Because at the end of the day, we the only ones that doing this. And we can determine and we can decide
What
what
it
this
is,
is.
and that's how I feel now.
And
I don't
that's
care what
all
people.
right. But
I don't care.
yeah. How you go from that to the Disney though? Like how you get from there to that's an amazing leap. That's a leap through
It's still the
multiverses.
same.
It's a leap through
It's
multiverse. All
the
right, moving
same.
on. Okay,
No,
moving
no,
on.
no. It's the same.
Sure.
I can be Disney and not
Okay, I
not
got you.
not not tell people I don't
You
care
are
what.
missing your opportunity for this TED Talk money. Okay, that's what you need to be doing because apparently you are so far off the spectrum. Nigga. All right. Mm. Exclusive but refusing titles. I would say this: if one person feels this way, it's a disaster.
I was
If
gonna
two
say
people
that
don't give a fuck
if they
about
don't
titles,
care,
it's
it's
very doable.
doable. It's doable.
Okay. talking for 8 months but never defining the relationship. That's again you not having that conversation, yo. If you
So
8 months in,
we'll talk about that in another.
when do you have the conversation?
Yeah.
As soon as you need to, nigga. As soon as this start doing this, you need to.
So again, my 3-month conversation when I had it,
That's your 3 months. Some people can't wait that long.
then I waited 2 years.
But the problem is, as soon as you have it and there's no alignment, gotta go. All right. Um, acting like a couple, but introducing each other as friends. Don't you hate that?
I be feel yeah,
See, this is the problem.
but that's where the
We
arguments
listen.
start.
We are so labeled out. I don't say, "Hey, this is my such and such." I just say, "Hey, this is such and such."
Yeah,
This is their name.
but when you add friend, it do
No, don't add
just say
shit because you just
this is
asking for the fucking
this
argument
is
later.
James. That's
Why
it.
does it matter? This is such and such. If you was with me, this is Natasha. Anything extra, you just feeding the fan. You just
But I'm
feeding
the
the.
one who say friend too.
I don't even want to be around for whatever the fuck you call me. Just say my name. It'll
I just
save
say
you the
this is my
stress.
friend.
It'll definitely save you the stress and the need to have a fucking Mentos moment. Anyway, all right. Um, mm, one person is dating other people while the other assumes exclusivity. Bail out, run.
Oh yeah, that's the
Run, it's a
whole disaster.
disaster.
And I never assume. Well, okay, so here's my question with that one, right?
Uh-huh.
One person is dating around and the other person is
That
being
was that's a conversation that didn't happen.
so what if the conversation had happened
And he said what?
that
He said the opposite of what he
the
doing?
opposite, yeah.
Then he lied.
Okay.
That's easy. He lied. And nobody should be lied to.
Okay. That's
You love yourself enough not to be lied to.
okay.
All right. So as we get here to the end,
Are we done with the
almost.
questions?
Yeah, that was all of them.
Oh.
You didn't write a lot of them.
Oh.
We got through all. I mean, it was like 7.
Oh.
You want to make a longer list? You want to start with 12 next time?
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna move to
We
12.
got good. I was
It's
ready.
okay. We can end at a reasonable hour. It's okay.
Yeah, we almost at an hour and a half. I feel like that's good.
Yeah, right. But as we round this thing out, are situationships really the problem?
It's the people.
It's always the people.
It's the people. And
You
I know
know,
that. It's the
you
people.
you know what my uncle told me. I told you this before, and I'll say it again. Don't lie to them. If they like you enough, they lie to themselves.
That's true. But I'm going to in these spaces from now on, whether it is local or long distance, I am going to say I'm not supposed to say dating with intentions, right?
Nope, you're not saying dating with attention.
Okay,
Hi.
so I'm about to have this conversation. So what do I need to say?
You need to say, hi, at this point in my life, I'm only interested in connecting with people that I can get to know that will grow into something long term and exclusive. Because that's what you want.
I gotta write this down.
Yeah, okay. I'll
So
text it to you.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna say
should.
it out loud today.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
practice it. So it
no,
sound like you put it in your words. Yeah.
I'm gonna really say it
Yeah.
today.
I mean, that's an easy one. You can save yourself any feelings of being in a situation because you made it known up front. And if they are lying to you, even after you said that, then you know that facade ain't gonna hold long.
Oh, hold on. My cousin, oh, he off. I was about to say, I know which where to D him at properly. Good.
Okay.
Cuz I see his name and clearly I he needs to come to this event on Friday. whether with someone or without. I don't know your status. But anyways, I am gonna say that tonight. I don't think that the person has come on here to even see it, unless they're on YouTube. I know they're not on my Facebook, but I'm gonna say it tonight, and I'm gonna tell you how that went when we have our next episode.
Dun dun dun.
I'm about to be put into another situationship again.
Dun dun dun.
See how that go.
Listen, man. Situationship ain't a bad thing, yo. Right? It's just a situation that we create because we don't have real conversations, and we are not in agreement or in alignment. We are settling, and we are living in a very good comfort zone. It's like relationship homosexuals.
I mean, but that's why some people be getting in situationships because they need somewhere to stay. I'm just saying.
Not real homosexuals, my nigga. I was talking about metaphorically.
I'm just saying. Some
Uh,
people do it and
but
look.
this whole idea that situationships is the new normal, I reject that. I think people are just waking up to realizing that I need to pump the fucking brakes because I done made some shitty decisions. No, they'll never probably say it out loud, but I think that if you're allowing yourself to be more open to letting things just unfold how it needs to, then you know what I'm saying, you've obviously been kicked in the face.
So then that means that my Disney
But you're taking
resort
silent
is
accountability of that.
possible.
You're taking very silent accountability. That accountability will never be loud, but it's silent and subtle. And I'm for it if it makes you a better version of yourself. For
But
real.
then that means that it is possible to have my Disney, you know.
Yeah, you don't allow nothing shorter than that,
No.
right? You can say what you say and then pump your brakes back. Like you can speed up to say what you need to say about what you want and where this is where you
So what should the response be? Where
what the response should be.
or if what is a red flag response
The
after I
red flag response.
mhm.
There is no red flag response.
So after I say they say
If
okay,
you give him an honest inductionation of what you want, and it doesn't come back to what equates to that, then you say, well, good luck.
right.
Yeah, good luck to you. I hope you find what you're ultimately looking for.
Okay.
Because like I said, like it's if everybody's cool with being single now, and single's not the fucking shame bot it used to be, then be more discernment in your singleness. But some people get single and it's like trying to get out of Jurassic Park, nigga. They just running in all directions trying to look for an exit.
That's true. But everybody want to be tied down. But on that note, what have you learned today?
I learned that I hate labels. Well, I knew that already. I hate labels. I can't wait for everybody to find a little bit of like freedom from just expectations and anxiety that comes with trying to predetermine people in your life when you don't know why God put them in there.
That's true.
Everybody ain't supposed to be your twin flame. Some people are here to show you like dope new restaurants, or put you on
Mhm.
to like
I miss those
scientific
days.
scientific technology breakthroughs in birth control. I mean,
I don't know about
I'm just saying. That's all.
that,
That's all. But hey, listen, I want everybody to find what they want, but don't settle for nothing less than what you want and be honest about what you want and be okay when you don't get it. Learn to love yourself, learn to be who you need to be so when it does show up to what you want, it's pure and it's yours and it's unfucking deniable. Until then, man, live long and have the days you deserve.
well, if you know what you want, you don't know what you want. You need to be at my mixer.
wearing a wearing
July
an
18th
armband, wearing wearing
from
wearing
1
re-
to 4.
Wearing
Wearing
relationship flair.
red, yellow, or
You know
gray.
who else wore flair? The Jews. Okay.
Stop it.
So relationship flair. Pick your color.
Pick your
Choose
color.
your battle.
Choose wisely. We definitely got some door prizes, some raffles. Putting this stuff together. I just ordered a couple of things to put in the bag. So I will be asking people questions. If there are couples there, I will make sure I'll be asking them like, how are you together for so long? What is the, what is the recipe? What is the spice? How do we last here in these days of a disaster? Right? How do we survive the zombie apocalypse? So
Yeah, what time is this thing? I might be at a pool party.
it's from 1 to 4. It's from 1
Maybe I could like broadcast me and I can face.
to 4. It's from 1 to 4 at Paradise Lounge, in Orange Park,
I
550
can't see nobody. It don't matter. We can just
Wells
talk in the show.
Road. DJ Guru will be helping me co-host and get the crowd going. Please make sure you go there. Kelly's Cuisine. They will be out there with their food truck. They have a specialized menu. The menu has been posted on Instagram. So
Oxtail.
yeah, so definitely
Oh,
make sure you get your tickets now because if you come to the door, don't get mad that
mm,
the top price may not be the same.
be mad.
So make
Be
sure you
very
definitely get
mad.
the tickets. We do have a good turnout. I know a couple of people that are coming. A little bit of Norfolk State love coming from Atlanta.
Oh
So yeah,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, I was trying to get a couple people from Be More to come, but I kind of asked last minute,
That's
which
crazy.
again, because of when I, found out. So
Patterns emerging here.
yeah, it's not. I am hosting. I am hosting.
That's all that matters, right?
I'm hosting.
Hey,
I
yo,
reached
shout
out.
out. Real quick, shout out to Tasha who helped me secure these lovely frames that you see me wearing today. They're a little heavier than my other ones, though.
Oh, he got some more colors too,
I bet he did.
but
I
the
bet
price
he
went up.
did. I bet it did. Nigga, yesterday's price
It's
is not today's
crazy,
price.
crazy. W- w-
You gotta ship them Jones better though, dog.
Look now,
Ain't
we
no
can't be talking
box.
about this.
Ain't no box and shit. Just
Look now.
hey, look, the case is
I'm not.
sensitive.
Look, you're not about to have me. I
I
don't
know.
know nothing.
Listen, all right, all right,
I
all
don't
right.
know.
Moving on, moving on, moving
Moving
on.
on.
So where they can find you at, girl?
They can find me at on Instagram and on what is that? TikTok at Natasha Renee underscore the creator.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find Disaster Data 101 on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube page. There are going to be more episodes. We're going to talk about dating next time and also talk about the event and how that went and also talk about me having this uncomfortable conversation about I want certain things in my life. So make sure y'all tune in next week because it's gonna be a lot to talk about.
It's gonna be a lot to talk about.
Definitely. Shout out to everybody that's on TikTok for giving the gifts and everything. I definitely appreciate it. I'm trying so hard to look at TikTok also talk to you guys. Thank you for everybody that showed up on Instagram. Of course, everybody that's in the room and has been consistently in the room on either YouTube or Facebook. Nobody ain't say nothing, but it's been consistently people been on live with us. So I've been looking at the number. I don't know who's on, but we definitely appreciate you guys. So again, that QR code, if you scan it, it takes you right to the event page. You can purchase your ticket there. I hope to see you guys in real time. Jacksonville, please show out, because this is my first event here since I've been out here. So
If y'all show out, leave the love and hip hop energy at home, though.
no, this is a mixer. There is a dress code. Also due to the place that we're going, they do have a dress code there. So also please make sure.
Where can
Hey
they find it?
Vaughn.
Where can they find that information about
Hey
the dress code?
Vaughn.
That's
Oh my
important.
gosh, I'm about to cry because I just looked at the date. I can't. I'm about to. Oh my gosh. Hey Vaughn. Hey Vaughn. What was you saying? because
Where
I'm
can
about
they
to
find
adjust it.
information about the dress code? Whoa.
That
Wait a
is on the
moment.
Instagram. That is also on the Eventbrite. So when you scan the QR code, it does mention the dress code on there also. And shout out to the Momentum group. They
Mhm.
will be having more events out here in Jacksonville. So definitely show up. Thank you for everybody who has helped promote this, all the influencers that are in Jacksonville. We definitely appreciate you guys showing us love on y'all pages.
Mhm.
Definitely, 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 because it was a lot of big influencers out here in Jacksonville that kind of showed up and reposted and talked about the event. Hey, cousin! Shout out to my cousin Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, you can find me at IG, YouTube, Threads, all one word. My shit is pure comedy. You can find me there and all them other places. I ain't like TikTok. I got rid of my TikTok, yo.
I know you told me.
I
It
know.
says error when there's no connection.
It's just not there.
I
I
figured.
just was like, yo, one day I was just like, it's just too much going on. I feel like my information is everywhere. I need to just start reducing my digital footprint. That's just me. I grew up in an analog world. I'm gonna find me a flip phone and a landline. Call it a day.
Yeah, it's definitely time because I'm about to start crying now. Oh my gosh. So thank you guys so much. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah. We gotta go.
Gotta go. Bye.